say, gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go, then around the outside. Oh, what a move by Eno. That is not a place you overtake.
Buddy War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh, dear me. Oh, and look at that. Peg Dorniak and Charlie going at it around P1. To the last corner, who's going to get the better traction, race on the better line? It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line. Good evening everyone, and welcome to Jeddah for round 9 of season 10 here in 7th Gear Racing. We are with the tier 1 lads tonight, as they try to tackle this, well, the newest street circuit on the calendar. 16 drivers tonight. Unfortunately, we had randomly a few no-shows, despite a tick in the S. So that's something we'll have to live with tonight. But first out the blocks, it looks like Jinx. They'll leave there tonight, fresh, looking for his team to retake that third position in the Tier 1 Constructors. Wasn't too long ago they were in first, but they now trail Mercedes by, well, 104 points. That is a big swing, a horrible couple of races for Red Bull it's been. So hopefully tonight they're back on form. In terms of Drivers' Championship, obviously Turner is the current leader on 134. Second place Firmsbury isn't racing tonight. He couldn't make it, which bit of a blow for the championship, as he's Turner's nearest challenger. Charlie back in McLaren. Unfortunately, Kay Gorniak was supposed to be filling in for Elite Risk, but he hasn't turned up. Adam is missing from AlphaTauri. I couldn't see Jake's name for some reason. But he's there. Got a lot of people on the outlap actually. Just a bit of a surprise. Maybe people going for that banker lap. Oh, and that's very wide from Jinx. But gets away with the track extension. What kind of lap time will he put down on? That's very wide again, and looks like the game is being very forgiving. Into sector 3. Looking like a solid lap so far. Okay. 27th and final corner of this track. Jinx will cross the line. Oh, again, very close to advantage. A 28.8. Very decent lap that is. Anyone else on a fast one? As Matt Vez is a 28 as well. So, yeah, decent enough from him. Vision of a 28.8. So, looks like we've got a fire in our hands tonight. It was Ogween's last week's winner. Have started on that. Jake puts himself fourth, so maybe it wasn't such a good lap for Jinx. Let's see how brave he is on the throttle. It's very brave, isn't it? Oh, and he invalidates. Didn't get away with that one, did he? Oh, Adam is racing. What am I saying? What about Aiden? One more with Aiden. Previous championship leader, of course, this season. And a few dodgy races as Benster goes half a second quicker than anyone else. Lots of yellow flags as cars trying to get out the way. Very close at the top so far. Long may that continue. Here comes Aiden, really hug the left, yes he does, and he does a 1:27.9. That is a very, very good lap. First person in the 27s. Can anyone get close to that? Turner, oh, that's a very dodgy sector. That's not going to be a good lap. Championship leader knows that it's not a lot of pressure on him tonight. Any points he can get against Firmsy is a bonus tonight. Of course, Benster is 33 points behind, so Turner won't be losing the championship lead tonight. Purple sector 2 though for Turner, so had he not made that error in the first sector, he would have been on for provisional pole here. But, oh, and the Alpine gets in the way. Oh, dear me. That is not good. But there you go. That's a horrible banker lap there for Turner. 29.6. I can bet he could probably go at least 2 seconds quicker. Unfortunately, that is sometimes how the guys roll. Is that like Evo then? He had a decent race last week, didn't he? And he goes wide. Game not punishing. Here comes Evo then. Alright, 1 second. Evo will cross the line. And he does a 1:28.3 to put himself in P2. A very good lap there from Evo. So just the two people to set a lap. And here we go. Perfect timing. Green started flying that. Can he keep it in the white lines this time? Much better this time. Green keeps it in the lines. And sets a purple sector 1. Ominous for the current pole setter, Aiden. catching up to the Ferrari, so hopefully the Ferrari won't get in the way. It's a bit of a tricky place to try and get out of the way of the car behind. He's going to get out of the way. There we go. Easily done. Not a purple sector for Ogween this time. Decent final corner. And he does hug the left like most drivers. And he does a 127.6 to put himself 3 tenths clear, evading a very, very good lap. Ominous form from the person who dominated Canada from start to finish last week. So, just Aros then, who's to set a lap. He pulls out of that one. Right. Who's next on the lists? Fenster. Will he improve? No, because he is just starting. What about the hat? Matt Vedshu was previously on previous pole, on a provisional pole I should say. Looks like he's a couple of attempts up, based on the timing screens. And this time he does a 28.4, which moves him up into P6. Decent lap there. So it looks like the second House of Dolphin. His debut last week, of course, in Tier 2, I believe. He comes around the last corner. And where does he put himself on? 29.4, so down in P13. So yeah, just Aros then, as he enters the final corner. Lower gear than most going through there. What kind of lap does he get? A 28.9. So not quite into the top 10. Needs another 4 attempts for that to happen. So everyone has now set a lap. And it looks like Turner is now going to have a second stab. Setting a fast time. Can he keep it in the white lines this time? Right on the edge. Supreme driving from Turner here. Oh, and oh no, he's kept the time. A blatant corner cut from Turner, but the games let him keep the time. Is he going to set a fastest lap? And he does goes free of that. Okay, he's lucky to have kept that lap. There we go. Right, so it's just Charlie out on the track. Is he? No, he's red. So it looks like all cars are basically setting themselves up for their final run. We've got Visions and Zach currently on track. Zach, who had a race to forget last week out in Canada, didn't he? It was a great race in Monaco and all after that, but yeah, didn't have a fun time out in Canada. Zach doesn't go faster. What about Vision then? Finds himself in the top 10 at the moment. Where can he put that Alpha Tauri? And he goes P9. Well, they're both on laps now. Actually, they're both on laps now, aren't they? Right. 2.5 minutes to go then. Cars. Everyone's still in the pits at the moment, apart from these two. Obviously, got Aiden and Adam Dolphin on their out laps. Right now, it's all about Zach. Currently sitting in P10. What, 13 thousandths off Vision, and that P9. Oh, a purple sector 2 from Zach. Looking very good so far. Can he threaten the top 5? Can he move? Look at Adam there in P5 as well. I had missed that completely, didn't I? Adam having a barnstorming race. Excuse me. And Zach crosses the line. Does he improve? He does a 27.8. What a lap from Zach. He's definitely having a better race tonight, as Visions looks like he's bottled his last run. Aiden. So he is about to start. So I guess we'll go. Is Adam on a run? He's there, so he's just started. Jinx is pulled out for now. What about Dan? Don't see much of him tonight. He is just about to start a lap. What about Dolphin? I think he is on a lap. He's currently 2 tenths up on his current time. Dolphin does improve. I'm still having P16. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention then, was I? Right, everyone is out of the pits apart from Alros, who looks like he is done. So who's the first person to cross the line? It looks like it's Zach. Obviously, he's coming in. He's done. Is it going to be the Red Bulls? Aiden. Oh, look at that! 26.63. Puts himself on provisional pole and knocks Ogween down into P2. Ogween has actually set a purple P1 though. So he's not going down without a fight. Who's next across the line? Is that a Williams I see on the track? It is. It's Dan. He's currently finds himself 2 tenths up. Going to need more than that if he wants to make impression anywhere near the top of the standings. There he left. And he has a 28.2, and there you go, P5. Very decent lap. It looks like it's Matt Veg next across the line. Looks like Charlie. Oh, and Charlie's binned it. Veg puts himself in P4. That's a great lap. Right then, it's all the others now. Benson puts himself P5. All about Turner. What can he do? Can he improve? Does just. But only P6. He won't be happy with that. What about Evo? He invalidates it. He's not going anywhere quicker. Quicker bit is done. And Jake is done. Right then, that's your grid. Great lap from Ogwin there. 4 attempts clear. Are we going to see another kind of flag to flag race here for Ogwin? Pole, fastest lap, and race win last week. Just 3 drivers then, able to pierce that 127 mark. Ogwin, Aiden and Zach. Right then, here's your grid for tonight's Grand Prix around Jeddah. So Ogwin does take pole with the 127.2. Very ominous form there from the Mercedes driver. Aiden puts himself on the front row alongside him with a 127.6. Zach on the second row, the only other person in P27s. Matt Veg will join him on the second row. We've got Benzer and Turner, P5 and P6, with Dan and Evo, P7, P8. On the fifth row, we've got Adam and Jinx, with Visions, first person outside the top 10. And then we have Crickmit, Charlie, Aros, Jake, Dolphin, and RKA bringing up the rear. So then, let's see when our Lord and Saviour Jake says we are going. Oh, has someone readied up? No, good. Good. I thought someone readied up then. I was a bit nervous. But there you go. The pit crew all standing there to attention. We go at 2100 on the dot. So rather than staring at a blank screen, I shall be back very soon. Right then, folks, we are almost underway. There we go. Red lights are on their way up. And we are go for round 9. That was a bit of a long one, wasn't it? Looks like there's some decent starts. Oh, we've got Mercedes at the back. It's Turner. What a disastrous start. And Charlie's... Oh, dear. Oh, dearie dear. Now, that's not a good start, is it? And Krigmit's... Oh, dear. There's a lot going on here. As we've got a VSC. We can even reach the first corner without an incident. Oh, dear. That is not good at all. Quick looking. Look at that. RK up 6 places. Turner, the big loser, the championship leader, currently in last place. It's definitely not what he would want right now. But his teammate is up in P1 as we are green to go. And look at that. Zach's actually up into P2. Aiden's had a slow start by the looks of it. A lot of people going up. Jinx up 4. Dan up 2. Adam up 2. Matt Veg quite a big loser as... coming under attack from Krigmit. We've got that 5-second penalty hanging over him. We've got to, of course, lose that in the pits. And, looks like Jake and Vision have a battle of their own at the back. Already fallen over a second behind. And look how close Vision gets to the back of Jake. And that's Benster falling down the field as well. What's happened to Benster? And Jinx and Dan also having a bit of a battle. It's all going off here as Matt Veg is going for a dive on Adam. Oh, and it comes off wrong and he's clipped by Krigmet. Oh, and that's not a good start. Is that probably giving Krigmet damage? It does as he dives into the pits. That is so unlucky from Krigmet there. So he'll probably get to serve his 5-second penalty and also have to change his wing. That is not good. Vision's in the pits. Turner in the pits. It's a disaster start for a few people there. Back up the front then. Ogween almost out of the DRS zone already. There you go. Of the DRS and Zach being quite comfortable in that P2 as one of the drivers hit the wall the way out. Oh, what is Krigmet done? He spun coming out the pits. And he's lost another wing. The damage bill's racking up for the Aston Martin team, and well, it's going to be obvious, but I've got to say it, he needs a safety car, which can usually be quite rare around this track. But let's have a quick look at what tyres people on. So yeah, I've got a bit of a mixed bag going on. Jinx, the first front runner to start on the mediums, and he has overtaken his teammate. I think he recognises. I think Aiden's playing the team game there, and knowing that Jinx is going to be faster at this moment in time, as Ogween is a 32.0. And Jinx actually sets the faster lap with 31.7, and he's actually going to attack Zach going into the first corner. Oh, very well done. It was very late. It was very brave. Oh, and he's lost the control of the car. And all that hard work is down the drain as Zach now finds himself back up into P2. Oh, that was a bit of a wasted chance there for Jinx, wasn't it? He needed that P2. Now he's going to have to spend another half a lap looking at the rear of that Alpine. And of course, DRS is now enabled. Really, there is quite a few overtaking opportunities. Of course, you've got, obviously we do have 3 DRS zones here in Jeddah. The most obvious overtaking place would be in in the turn 1, and then you've got the last corner 27, unless of course you're playing DRS chicken, and you can, if you're brave, make a move into this corner here, which is known as corner 22. Very risky move, but you've got to be brave, and also of course. Turn 13 before the left-hand loop, or hairpin as some people would call it. There we go then, up the inside for Jinx. Zach lets him have it. Is Aiden going to have a look as well? He does. It looks like Zach's got that covered on now, and now of course Zach will get the DRS back on Jinx, but I think the superior tyre grip has enabled Jinx to get out of that. And look at that, Aiden up the inside of Zach as well. Oh, and Aiden, oh, and they've touched, and Zach thankfully doesn't go around, but there was contact. Zach is now down to P5. Dan now finds himself up into P4, but we have a Red Bull 2 and 3. Can either of these guys do anything about the speed of Ogween? Looks very ominous right now. We'll keep an eye on Turner. Well, I say that he is 22 seconds behind Matt Veg, another person who needs that safety car, and he is bringing Vision along with him. Both guys on the medium tyres now. I don't think they'll go to the end, so they probably will need another stop. But we'll keep an eye on Turner nonetheless. I mean, as championship leader, Turner would definitely want to increase his lead, wouldn't he, rather than staying the same. Right. Let's keep an eye on Jake, shall we? Is he able to get this gap down at all? And of course, he's now, are these guys going to play the team game? Because if they're clever, they can basically DRS with each other and just let each other overtake each other and go from there. But it looks like Aiden is settling for, there you go, he backs out. As Dan got very close to the back there, as Benza recovering through the field, finds himself back up into P8. And oh, is that Jake and Aros? Having a bit of a ding dong. Oh, and that's, oh, that was, I think, Dolphin almost in the wall. He survives another day. As both house drivers outside the points, which is so disappointing considering where Veg was in qualifying, and Visions gets past Turner. So Turner not having the best of races so far. Gap at the front has actually increased then. Not by a lot, but still, you'd think that with the medium tyres on, Jinx would have the pace. But look at that, Ogween's not even using his ERS. So plenty of time in the bag for Ogween. They are bringing each other with them, and Adam is on the back of this pack as well on the mediums. And Matt Veg going for the move on Aros as well to take P11. He's a second and a half behind his rival Jake. Jake finds himself currently sitting in the points. Evo looking very good for Ferrari there in P7. In a race on his own. Second and a half behind the front pack, and 2 seconds ahead of Benster. And Benster is interestingly, he's bringing RKA with him, interestingly enough. As Visions set the fastest lap, and oh no, and Adams had a spin. Oh, what a shame, he was doing so well. What a shame for the AlphaTauri team. He now drops outside the points. As from Zach downwards, from Zach, Evo, Benson, RK, Jake, and Matt all benefit from that little excursion from Adam. So yeah, before I was interrupted, Vision setting the fastest lap of the race, and what's happened to Turner? Has he had another moment? Because he's fallen 4 seconds off the back of Vision. I wonder what's happened there. But at the front, Ogween still has that 2.5 second lead. Still not pushing as hard as he could do if he wanted to. Little dabs of ERS every now and then. And Jake's on the faster tyre, bringing his teammate with him. I think Aiden's had enough for now. I think he believes that he might be able to take the race to Ogween. As Benson and RKA still having a battle down the field. Keeping it very tight. Very respectful racing from these two. Alright, and oh, look at that. Dan has fallen off the back of Jinx there. So this will give Zach a bit of an in. As Turner now gets a track extension penalty. Definitely something's wrong because he's fallen off another 2 seconds. Has he got damage again? Doesn't look like it from here, but he's definitely not enjoying tonight by the looks of it. And look at that. Aiden's pulled out. Well, it was at 9/10 at one point, but now we're in the DRS zone. Jinx will be able to claw that gap back now, and Dan is outside it, so that will give Zach the impetus to try and overtake. I think he's going to be close this time. Anyone else? Looks like Matt Veg has caught Jake, but he won't be overtaking this particular lap. The gap's all just a little bit out of range. That is the closest person to an overtake at the moment. Oh, he gets all out of shape there, doesn't he? Using some of the ERS he has in the bag. And Jinx has now fallen outside the DRS zone now. So it looks like those medium tyres didn't last very long. Here comes Zach's first opportunity. Not quite close enough. Now, will he go for the overtake here? Or will he wait and play a bit of DRS chicken? He's closing. He's closing. Stays behind this time. Oh, and Dan runs wide, so that is going to gift on the Zach. And I don't want to say that. Zach gets all out of shape up the inside. Neither driver seemingly wanting this P4 as Jinx in the pits early to get rid of those mediums then. So the mediums not lasting very long by the looks of it then. As Zach is then promoted to P3 then. He's got Dan all over the back of him. The closest battle on the track. I just wish we had a better camera angle. But we don't because, well, go Masters. Green has, there you go, 70%. He's got a lot more pace if he needs it. But gap's come down a little bit, hasn't it, actually? Let's compare lap times when we go. Yeah, oh, we got a yellow flag, and it's Turner again. How an absolute mare, isn't he? Right. Let's have a quick look at this while Zach and Dan having a battle. So let's have a look at these. Let's compare lap times because the gap is definitely coming down. So Ogween does a 32.3 and Aiden does a 32.1. So yeah, there you go. The gap is coming down by a couple of tenths every lap. We'll have a battle for the lead on our hands. But right now, the main battle on the track. I was about to say Zach and Thingy, but there you go. RK and the next runner to get rid of those medium tyres. Seen that it looks like Zach does have a little bit of the pace advantage on Dan. So I think Dan's obviously best option here would be to just stay within that second and get pulled along by Zach. We wait for a mistake from Zach. The walls are very close here, so there's every chance as Evo bends to all of the race themselves. Matt Veg still unable to make an impression on Jake. And here we go, look, Dan now. He is closing, but he's not fast. He's not close enough to make a move. There we go then. Right, so who's next? Jake and Matt Veg. No, Matt Veg is not close enough as Adam is in the pits to get rid of his mediums. You'll be down to the end now, as long as there's no shenanigans. Is Adam stuck in the pits? Nope, he's out on the track. There you go. Thank you, Cody's. He does come out ahead of his teammate. And Vision will be bidding off those mediums anytime now. So the gap has now seemed to stabilise at the front now. The gap staying at 1.8, 1.7. And Zach's still hanging on to P3. Not really a lot going on at the moment. We'll let's stick with Matt Veg and Jake for a moment, shall we? This looks like the battle that really close on track right now. Isn't Matt Veg closing with the help? No dice for Matt Veg this particular lap. As I have to say, it's part of the opening of a couple of laps. It's been quite a slow burner so far of the Tier 1 race. It's been quite exciting all the way through recently, last few races, but look at that. It's just the consistency around the track just isn't that high for drivers, because Matt Veg, who was obviously only a couple of tenths behind, now finds himself 8 tenths. So, oh, when I just say that, he spins round. Luckily, no damage though. And he's got to be careful that he doesn't wipe his teammate out. So, maybe not. And Aros, quietly going about his business, now finds himself up into PA. Solid race from Aros so far. Aiden's, I think, the main mistake. No, Ogween's just using some of that battery just to extend that gap a little bit, saying, I can see you getting closer, Aiden. But that's as close as you'll get. So now, this is the kind of closest battle on track. Well, it's not really a battle at the moment, is it? So I guess the next question is when will the first hard runners come into the pits? Oh, and look at that! Ogween has a penalty, and is that Turner going around again? Wow. That is a championship lead back. I've said it once, I'll say it a fifth time. He's having a nightmare tonight, isn't he, Turner? Too sure what's happening. But, yeah, he is all off it tonight. So, the first runner to have pit was Jinx. He finds himself currently in P11. He is closing in on Dolphin. This is where the undercut could well come into play, and Aiden into the pits then. So he's obviously confident that the mediums can go a long way. Now, of course, he was neck and neck with his teammate. So let's see where he comes out in relation to his teammate. He's going to come out behind all these yellow cars. There's Jinx on the left-hand side, just behind the Haas. Is he going to get out in time? He does. Oh, at the same time they go side by side with Matt Veg, and I'll tell you what, it looks like the overcut has actually worked. Jinx hasn't had great pace on those mediums, but obviously the medium tyre will be very good at this stage of the race. But can they go? You've got to go at least 11 laps. A big ask. There's Turner again. There you go. So it did get interesting because obviously Ogween is the first driver really to get a track extension penalty, and if Aiden can get the undercut and stay within 3 seconds, he could well find himself with a third race victory of the season. He is getting closer and closer to Alros. Alros on those harder, older tyres. And Aiden does go for the move. How hard will Alros push? As Ogween's into the pits then. Right. Where will he come out? There he is. And it looks like, yep, unfortunately, because Aiden was caught in traffic, Ogween has actually come out with a bigger gap than he went in. The gap was about 2 seconds, wasn't it? So now he's almost doubled his lead. And now he'll have a lap fresher medium tyres. So yeah, not working out for Aiden that time. But of course, I've said it once, I've said it twice. The 3 second penalty is hanging over. And of course Aiden will have the advantage of his tyres already being nice and warm. So Ogween is going to have to get those tyres up pretty sharpish if he doesn't want to fall under the 3 seconds. I'm guessing now, will this be the lap? Evo has taken the lead for the Ferrari. Ferrari getting, they're only one, I mean they are still bottom of the tier 1 table, but they are now only 1 point off the AlphaTauri team as it stands. AlphaTauri are scoring 0 points. Evo looking for some good chunk tonight, which would raise them off the bottom of tier 1 for the first time in, well, over a season and a half. Decides to stay out another lap. Is he going hard to softs, or does he just want a shorter stint on those medium tyres? As Aiden, he's definitely got some pace, hasn't he? He says the fastest lap of the race. Don't know why that went to quick, mate. The gap is still 3.3 though, so must have been very similar laps. No, look at that, almost a second quicker than Ogween, but I think this will be Ogween's first proper lap driving the car in with rage. What kind of lap can he set? I think he's going a lot faster, as we've got a yellow flag, and it's that Turner again. Ogween is obviously edging closer to the Ferrari as well, so I think Ogween has almost positioned himself beautifully here, because not only is he on for the fastest lap, but he's sending their gap to 4 seconds. But he's also just got himself some DRS. And if Evo pits, it's pretty much perfect, isn't it? the closing speed. Watch his traction out of the corner to see how much grip he has compared to Evo. Fresh mediums against old hards. Will Evo go into the pits? He does. And like I said, the perfect scenario for Ogween. And there you go, a 29.7. So that is a second faster than Aiden went. So Ogween with some serious pace tonight, and he burned a lot of that battery, as you can see. As Evo goes on to the softs. Now that is definitely a bold strategy, Cotton. As we resume with Ogween in P1, and the Red Bulls are back in P2 and P3. Evo finds himself coming out just ahead of Benster. So Benson looks like he's done a good job with the undercut there. As it looks like Aros and Adam having a battle, fighting out for P9. Both drivers have stopped. You've got Vision behind there on 15 lap old tyres. They can't be singing and don't him. He's using quite a lot of battery to stay with his teammates. To be fair to Visions, he's doing exceptionally well. But Visions is one of those drivers that can really do with a safety car. That was really bringing back into things. But the gap at the front, 5 seconds, as Dan's getting very close to the back of Jinx. Jinx, of course, on the hard tyres. Dan and Zach on those mediums, and Dan somewhere has. But look at that, Zach's going for the double overtake, and he gets it done. I think both Dan and Jinx were far after the bout with the DRS chicken, and Zach says, "Thank you very much. I'll take both of you on the same corner." Oh, what a move that was. And can he defend it in turn one? It's gonna be very tight. 3 into 1 don't go. But look at that, very great driving from those 3. And the 2 behind now are gonna have to fight it out. The P4, Dan yields. And question is, can Zach now pull away from Jinx, as it's now Adam and Matt Veg who are having a battle. Adam's got past Matt Veg. All about Visions. Can Vision get past? Not this lap, but right. So yeah, there you go. Look, Jinx has fallen behind by a second. And now we'll have that DRS. Jinx getting out of sorts. Find that corner there. Whoa, very good driving from Dan to avoid the back of the Red Bull there. Just like that. In 2 laps, Jinx goes from P3 to P5. And Dan will now need... He'll want to be within that second, and he does get DRS. He just got underneath that 1 second, so he'll be able to. He's running himself out of battery, but he will keep P4 thanks to the DRS. Let's keep an eye on Evo's times as well now. He's on those soft tyres. Let's see how long they last. Everyone else, it looks like we've settled down now with Visions has unfortunately doesn't now have the compliance of his teammate dragging him along. And Benser, who was when they were on hard tyres, Benser was starting to catch Evo, but Benser's now fallen 2 seconds off the back of Evo. Thanks to the pure pace of those soft tyres, but how long will they last? The only driver to try the soft tyres tonight is Evo. It's going to see how much grip he has towards the end. As Dan is falling out that second, hasn't he? He needs to get back in it. Both drivers are now pretty much running on empty when it comes to ERS. The field is starting to spread back out again. And the Vision's now getting some DRS help from Turner. Surely Vision's got a pit soon. There you go. As I say it, he dives into the pits. The last splash and dash into the softs to the end of the race. Ogween very much in control at the front. Gap for 6 seconds to Aiden, who in turn has a 7.5 second gap to Zach. And Zach is... He's got a little bit of pace on Dan, hasn't he? It's about a 10th over there. But he's looking comfortable. And look at that, Evo. He's going to look at his lips now because he was catching Jinx. And now Jinx has got that 3-second penalty. How close can the DRS get Evo to the back of Jinx, who's sparking away? He does get very close. I don't think he'll make a move anytime soon, unless he gets a good run and has a go up into turn 13. It's unlikely. It's very hard to follow in these cars. And his tyres are now 4 laps old. And we saw Turner decides to call it a day. Oh, we've got a safety car. Well then. Well. I can't even see where Turner binned it. Can't even see his thing. But now then, what do the guys do? Because the pack is quite... It's not that spread out, because if Ogween pits and no one else does, he'll find himself... I mean, I guess with the safety car, he'll probably come out in P5 again. But, will he pit for softs? Will he gamble? He does! He does indeed! Excellent. This is what we love. Gambles. We want gambles. A bit of late race entertainment. Aiden in the pits as well. What about Zach and Dan? Will they stay out? Will they risk it for that chocolate biscuit? Or will they go in? Zach is staying out. Will Dan do the opposite? Dan is doing the opposite and he's going in. Jinx stays out like he did previously. Dan's in. Evo's back in. Benson's in. Jake knows he doesn't really want a double stack, but it's not that bad in this game, but he does indeed come in. So we've got difference. And Ogween, look at that, just like that, Ogween is able to come out in P2. So I can't imagine Zach will give him too much trouble. But the good thing for Zach, he's got that buffer of Jinx behind him. So Zach, I mean, Aiden has come out. Oh, that's a bit naughty. That's a bit naughty. That's very naughty. Well, I guess we'll leave that one to the stewards because... yeah, didn't like that. But the safety car will now give everyone a chance to catch up. Right, so we will... We're on lap 22, so the safety car could come in this lap. The guys at the back have got to hurry up if they want to take advantage of the safety car. And Adam stayed out on those hards. I have to say, I'm quite surprised. But Adam is one of those drivers who can look after those tyres. Dolphin, who didn't have the greatest of debuts in Tier 2 last week, finds himself in P9. And the safety car has stayed out, so that is very good news for everyone. I think Visions should catch up. I'm not 100% sure on Krigmit, but if he does, his tyres will be a lot warmer than everyone else's, which could see him take advantage of a few things. But Zach is going to be the interesting one to watch. He's on those mediums. So we are going to have 2 laps of racing at the end with no DRS. Everyone is going to have battery. And the safety car will come back in. Oh, and of course, I completely forgot that Ogween does have that penalty hanging over him. But I think that given how much pace we've seen Ogween has on those fresh tyres, if he does get the jump on Zach pretty early, he'll probably be able to get the jump on him. But if Zach can hold on, this could be a great victory for the Alpine team. They currently sit in P6 in the Tier 1 standings. Zach himself is P7 in the drivers. Right, let's tune in. Let's see. It's going to be an exciting watch. You've got Zach, Jinx, Adam, Dolphin all on the other tyres. When will Zach go? There you go. He's gone. He's gone. Doesn't quite catch Ogween out, but enough to stay ahead into turn 1 at least. And is Aiden going to have a look? Oh, he doesn't, but Ogween gets so close to the back of Zach. And now Aiden is going to have a look into this left-hander coming up. They're side by side. Ogween does have the inside, and Aiden very sensibly backs out there. Could have been very hairy. But Zach is the race leader for now. It looks like we've had no dramas after the restart, which is good. All drivers are very much in the mix, as Jinx is the next one to come under attack. Got those very hard tyres, and he's doing his teammate a solid here. He's backing the other drivers up. Probably not on purpose, because that's just how much the grip the guy has. But, there we go. Dan, candy from a baby. Oh, I say that. He comes back at him, doesn't he? Let's have a quick look at Zach and Ogween. Ogween sniffing the back of the Alpine. Is he going to have a go? Look at that. He's drained half his battery. On this upper lane, we got a yellow flag. And it's Jinx. He's gone round. It's a shame for the Red Bull driver. And Ogween. He does take the lead. Now, this is pivotal for Zach. He needs to stay within that 3 seconds to achieve his first win in 7GR. And Ogween needs to show the maximum pace he has. It's going to be stellar watch. Dan, unfortunately, now is 2.5 seconds off. As looks like Dolphin's gone round. He's done something in the turn 1. Bit of an odd one. But there you go. Adam now finds himself into P7. Oh, and Zach's got a penalty. Oh, no. And that is that when it comes to the race win, unfortunately. But, right, let's do the leader. because now it's... Oh, and Evo's gone! Oh, the Ferrari! The curse continues. The curse continues. And they will be rooted to the bottom still. But the race win, potentially. Aiden's just got to hang on a little bit more. He's under that 3 seconds. Look at that, Adam in P6 there for the AlphaTauri team, looking very good. Aiden needs him to get out of the way as we've got, is that Jake's gone round as well? Vision, no, it's Vision. It's Vision, is it Vision and Jake? It's Vision and Jake, oh dear. Right, so Ogween will cross the line, but Aiden has got it, and Aiden will, by virtue of penalties, he will win. But Ogween does cross the line with the fastest lap, and Aiden takes the win. Zach goes down to P5. Dan gets on the podium then. His race-long battle with Zach gets him the podium. Benzer, having been nowhere, once again finds himself in P4. Alros, a very good P6 for him. And Alpine 5-6, very good race for them. Adam with a great really, wasn't it? Finding himself P7 on those hard tyres. Game has given Alros driver of the day. Very good driver, man. Right. Aiden, your winner. He was able to stay within that 3 seconds. The safety car was a shame for Ogween. He controlled this race from start, almost to finish, but not quite. Down, join them on the podium. Right then, here is your race rundown for round 9, season 10. Aiden is your victor. His 3rd win of the season. Ogween P2 and fastest lap. Dan rounding off the podium in P3. Spencer is P4. Zach probably deserved a bit better than P5, but that is what time penalties do to you with a late safety car. Aros, a very good P6 from 14th on the grid. Adam, an incredible P7. Started P9, but he didn't have a good start, did he? And he stayed on those hard tyres. RKA gets P8. Matt Veg P9, and Krigmit, after being so well down, now finds himself in P10 and getting a point. Well done, Krigmit, well done. Dolphin finds himself in P11, Jake P12, Visions 13, Jinx 14, Evo retiring on the last lap, and our other 2 DNFers are Turner and Charlie. Right then, folks, that is your lot. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. You are a bloody hero. If you enjoyed tonight, excuse me, and please join us on Thursday as we head to, well, we're back once again with Jeddah for Tier 2. And if you've enjoyed, well, if you can't make Thursday, then I believe we're having a week break and we come back and we will be at Japan. So, right, once again, thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye for now.
There, gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Oh, lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go, they're around the outside. Oh, what a move by Elo. That is not a place you overtake.
Buddy Ward's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh. Yeah, mate. Oh, and look at that. Kate Dorniak and Charlie going at it. Rampouon. In the last corner, who's going to get the better traction? Race for the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.